Hi art friends, and welcome back to the Mandakyns Channel. Today we'll be learning how to make DIY texture paste mats using hot glue. To begin, I'm going to use a dark Sharpie marker and a piece of paper to draw out the pattern that I intend on creating my stencil. And here I'm just creating a fluffy cloud using curvy lines and coils. And you want to make sure that your pattern is dense enough to ensure that all the pieces touch as I'm showing here. So I am creating additional spirals on the inside of my cloud to ensure that my texture mat is going to be sturdy enough to hold up. Place the piece of paper under a nonstick baking mat or piece of baking paper. You should be able to see the heavy lines from the Sharpie. And then grab your hot glue gun, which has been heating in the background, and begin applying the hot glue over the top of the lines that you made for your cloud. You could also choose to do a variety of other subjects. I've also done roses, geometric patterns, circles, leaves. You could do feathers. Go anywhere that your imagination takes you. Then what I do, I gently shift the paper underneath the baking mat and continue my design to make the texture mat slightly larger. And so what I'm doing is creating additional spiral offshoots from the original stencil. And again, you want to make sure that all of your bits connect in more than one location if possible. And I shift it this last time and continue with the pattern, enlarging it and making it to the desired size that I have in mind. You can also use one hand to steady your hot glue gun. I don't recommend that you touch the top of it here as I'm doing because it does get a little warm. But sometimes I find that my hand gets a little shaky as I'm squeezing the hot glue gun, and that's helpful to steady my other hand. You can see a few of the other examples at the top here. I did roses and leaves. You can use scissors to trim up any ends, and you'll also have to pick out any of the glue strings, the hot glue strings, that have managed to get stuck. You can either do this with your fingers, or you can alternatively do this with a pair of scissors, or perhaps tweezers, or an X-Acto knife. Here I'm just going in and thickening up my lines a little. Once your hot glue texture sheet has dried, then you can pull it up off of your baking sheet. Use a spatula or a card or a scraper of some sort to apply texture paste to your new texture mat. Stay tuned for more videos in the upcoming future on DIY art supplies and how to use them. Thanks so much for watching. Happy arting.